The quiet son. When Mateo was a child, he thought his family was perfect. His father, Arturo, was respected in their barangay, and his two older siblings, Rina and Joel, were the prides of the household. Mateo was the quiet one, the youngest, the one who was always told to wait his turn. He waited for 15 years. Arturo grew weaker with age. His health started slipping, and the land he owned, 3 hectares of prime farm and a small beach property, became the focus of whispers. Rina and Joel, both struggling financially, suddenly visited more often, not to see their father but to inspect the land. Take pictures, measure boundaries. One night, while Mateo cooked porridge for his father, he overheard them whispering in the living room. "Pirmahin na natin to," Joel hissed. "Kahit wala si Mateo, he doesn't need land he can't even manage." "Tay will sign anything anyway," Rina replied. "When he's gone, we split it, just us." Mateo's hands froze. His own siblings planned to erase him from the inheritance, to betray him quietly, neatly, legally. He said nothing. But he started watching. He noticed how Joel would slip documents into Arturo's bedside drawer, how Rina constantly helped their father sign papers despite his trembling hands. When Mateo tried to question it, they accused him of paranoia. "Ikaw, you barely help. Don't act like you care more than us." But Mateo cared enough to set a trap. Arturo passed away on a still morning just before sunrise. During the funeral, Rina and Joel glowed with the confidence of people who believed they had already won. After the burial, they called a family meeting, bringing their lawyer. "We'll read Tatay's signed documents," Joel announced smugly. The lawyer unfolded the first paper, then frowned. "This is unusual." The will stated, Joel receives P1, Rina receives P1. Everything else, all property, savings, and assets go to Mateo. Joel shot up. "This is fake!" "Mateo did this." The lawyer shook his head. It was verified and notarized, witnessed, recorded on video. They looked at Mateo. He simply smiled. "I didn't change anything," he said softly. Tay did, because Mateo had done something Rina and Joel never bothered to do. He spent time with their father. He talked to him. He listened. And one night, when Arturo saw the forged papers they were forcing on him, he broke down and asked Mateo for help. Mateo arranged for a notary, a barangay witness, and a video recording. Arturo revoked everything his older children tried to manipulate. Rina and Joel were stunned, then furious. "You tricked him!" Rina cried. "You stole everything!" Mateo leaned back, calm. "No, I protected what he wanted. You betrayed him long before you tried to betray me." And with that, he stood up. "You wanted to erase me? Now you get nothing from him, not even respect." As he walked out of the room, the siblings stared at him in disbelief. The quiet one, the insignificant one, the one who waited. The one who won. When the betrayed decide to strike back, Rina and Joel were not the type to accept defeat, especially not defeat delivered by their quiet youngest brother. For a while, things were calm. Too calm. Mateo managed the land, fixed the old farmhouse, and tried to breathe normally after years of chaos. But silence in a broken family is never peace. It's pressure waiting to explode. 3 months after the inheritance meeting, strange things began happening. First, a government inspector arrived at Mateo's farm. "Sir, we received a complaint about illegal structures and unregistered workers." Mateo blinked. "What? I have none." He fixed everything legally. He knew he did. Someone had filed a false report. Second, buyers suddenly backed out of deals Mateo had lined up. "Sorry, may nagsabi na problemado raw yung titulo. We don't want trouble." Every time he asked who warned them, they hesitated, but never denied the warning came from someone claiming to be family. Third, rumors spread in the barangay that Mateo forced their dying father to change the will, that he drugged Arturo, that he manipulated him. The words stabbed deeper than any legal attack. Mateo knew exactly who was behind it. His siblings weren't just angry. They were waging a silent war. But Mateo was no longer the boy who quietly endured everything. The betrayal had changed him. He learned to watch, to wait, to understand how his siblings moved. Instead of confronting them, he played along. He started letting small things slip, details he wanted them to hear. That he planned to apply for a business permit. That he was meeting investors. that he might sell the beach property soon. He knew Rena had a friend in the municipal office. He knew Joel gossiped worse than a drunk kapitbaje, so Mateo planted every piece of information like bait. A week later, everything unfolded exactly how he expected. His sister Rena stormed into the municipal assessor's office, pretending to be concerned, saying Mateo was selling property with defective papers. Her friend filed a complaint, hoping to freeze Mateo's titles. But this time, Mateo was ready. When Rena entered the office, he was already inside, sitting comfortably with a lawyer and 2 investigators from the provincial anti-corruption team. The moment she saw him, her confidence evaporated. "Mateo, why are you here?" He stood slowly, eyes calm but cold. "I filed a report about falsified allegations against me. Good timing. They need to talk to the person who submitted those fake complaints." Rena tried to deny everything until investigators played an audio recording. Her own voice, her own words, every false accusation she made. Her legs nearly gave out. The same day, authorities visited Joel's workplace. They presented messages he had sent to potential buyers, claiming Mateo's title was void, spreading lies about their father's mental state, attempting to sabotage every business transaction. His boss suspended him pending investigation. Joel exploded, yelling at Mateo later that night. "You're destroying our lives!" Mateo stayed silent for a moment, then answered in a voice colder than the night air. "No, I'm defending mine. And I warned you. Tay's respect was the last thing you lost. Everything after that, you chose it." The twist ending. A month passed. Both siblings faced legal charges: defamation, falsified reports, attempted property sabotage. They avoided jail, but their names were stained. Fines were heavy, and everyone now knew the truth. One morning, a letter arrived for Mateo. It was from a local humanitarian organization. They wanted to partner with him to convert part of his father's land into a community farm and livelihood program, something Arturo had always dreamed of. Mateo smiled faintly. His siblings destroyed themselves trying to ruin him, but in the end, they only cleared the path for him to honor the one person who truly mattered. Mateo stood on the farmland at sunset. "Tay," he whispered, "I'll take it from here." Even revenge can lead to peace if you know exactly when to stop.